Hiya hustlers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Candy and this is
Kelly.
Thank you to those that are joining us again on our journey of this thing we call life, which is a bit mental at the moment, but I promised you on last week's video a house tour, didn't I? This is not the house tour that we wanted to do. We was hoping to do kind of a grand MTV crib style, where welcome to our crib with all our new stuff and pristine and everything like that, but as you know from our life and probably everyone's life, it doesn't always happen like that, does it? So I'm going to show you a bit of a tour. I'll talk a little bit about where we are and what we're doing. Basically, we're not ready to show a full house tour yet, but we're going to do that anyway because we're keeping it real. And to be quite frank, we are so busy. We've only got today to film because we're going to pick up our fur babies tomorrow. So yeah, right, let's go ahead with the tour. Kel, you staying with me or you got the ump because it's so hot?
The latter.
We always moan when it's raining and cold, but now we're going to moan because it's too hot. It is properly sweating though, and I've been in the garden all day. So has Kel, to be fair. Blood, sweat and tears has gone into that lawn, as you've seen from all the raking we've done before, but I'm going to show you a little bit of an update of the grass as well because I am properly excited and I'm actually quite proud. It looks good, doesn't it? You got to admit.
It looks good, but it's a shame the rest of the house hasn't caught up.
Well, I think considering, yeah, it hasn't caught up right, but you all saw, and I'm sure that we'll be able to show you some clips in this video as well, the before. Well, you've got to be pretty.
Oh no, it's definite improvement, but it's not the like ta-da. It's the no.
It's not the ta-da, but our main goal was to get this house, become mortgage free, become debt free, which we've done, which I'm so proud of us for. We want to live an alternative lifestyle, so essentially getting this house to a point initially where we can live in it, and it is, although it's still a little bit camping in some areas, isn't it? But yeah, well, that's another story. I'll show you when we get to the kitchen.
All I'm going to say is look out for the TV/kitchen counter worktop.
Yeah, the TV island we've got, which is
it's a design feature.
It sounds a bit first world problems, but you'll see when we get down there. Anyway, Kel, love you and leave you.
Ciao, ciao.
Right, so I'm going to show you the house tour. Now, bear with me because I need to switch over to my clean sliders because we've not been able to wear shoes in here today because we've been doing a bit of flooring, and you can probably see some little bits behind me, but I'm going to do it all proper. I'm going to go out the front. Now, those of you that have been around for a while, you saw the before. It was properly derelict. We had proper breakdowns all the time, but let me just show you. There's our car. There's no Bunty. Poor Bunce, she's gone back. So the positive about that is that we've moved out of the van and moved into the house. Right, are you ready guys? Let's go. So you can still see, actually let me show you this first. We've got some tiles going on in the porch. No skirtings yet, and the tiles haven't even been grouted yet. But there used to be a window here. We've blocked in so we can get some coat hooks on there and a bit more storage space. Also a new windowsill there. And you might say, why didn't we get that window replaced and blocked in? Because it's cracked. However, it was the best workaround of space to do this. And this window's a bit bigger and it does bring in a lot of light, so we're looking to get a glazier down the line, but that's not imperative. So, welcome to my crib. Before I go upstairs, I will just show you that carpets are in. So the whole house, before I go in, I will explain. You know, I had a few conversations about plastering and stuff like that. We did end up getting the whole house plastered, and I can only apologise that we haven't filmed and recorded much for the last few weeks. It has been properly full on. We've had trades in and out. We've had Simon, our builder, who's been with us for the last 8-9 weeks, literally getting us in. Now, the big push, so 2 big pushes this week, and which is why we're basically living as it is now, which, I'm not going to lie, is absolutely fine. It's just, it's getting annoying now because we've been living in a van for 8 weeks. We just want to sit on the sofa and watch TV. One, we can't do that. Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, we haven't got the electrics turned on in the front room yet. That's happening in a couple of days. Our sofa is currently in the kitchen in bags because it got delivered 2 weeks early. How does that even happen? It's normally 3-4 weeks late, right? So that needs to go out. Showing you bits of all the other stuff that we've been doing. So you remember before that this room was one big room. So this is the living room, dining room I'm going to show you. It was one big space. There was nothing on the floor. When we first moved in, there was some like manky carpets, manky nets, and there was the old coal fire. So I'm excited to show you where the fire's at the moment. There's no fire, but the fireplace. But for now, so I'll show you the living room and dining room. For now, let me turn you around and show you where we're at. So, all plastered. Still the holes there for sockets to go in. I'm pretty pleased. All plastered. I say reclaimed, we've just basically cleaned up some of these doors. So we've kept the original doors in most of the areas. Some of the areas did need new doors. I'm talking about these doors here. We kept them upstairs. Wanted to keep some of the original bits. We did try and clean them, as you saw, but they weren't having any of it. So we did try and, sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this. We did try and strip them, but that just did not work. So with the rest of them, we're just really giving them a good old clean. These ones need to be cleaned again because the builder's this was the main room that we finished last. I say finished, it's still not finished. So back to the room. All this stuff is still here. You can see we've got flooring, which follows through to the bit at the bottom of the stairs. All painted white. Now, we like colours. We're definitely going to get some colours on the walls in probably every room at some point. But again, the push is just to get in the house. We've painted everywhere white, just so we can get in so it looks clean. But there will be colours coming. So to me, especially where there's no furniture in here, it does feel a bit sterile and is like echoey and stuff like that. I know that's going to change. We've got a lovely sofa which I'm going to share with you on the next video because that should be up and ready by then. And then obviously once we get our bits and stuff, furniture, we haven't got a lot of furniture currently, so we're looking at going forward, be upcycling and stuff like that. We've got what we need to survive. Sounds like first world problems again. We're so privileged, but it's just been a slog because it's been 8 weeks in Bunty in the van, and now we're in. We just want to be in, but it's still like we can't be in. So here's the fireplace. Needs grouting. Can you remember that old coal fire that was there before? So that's ready. There needs to be some trim going along this bit, which is still going on. That in the box there, which I can't lift because it's quite heavy, is our mantle that we've got going on. So that'll be exciting. Can we just have some appreciation, please, for me and Kel, because we did all the painting ourselves in the whole house. And firstly, I hate painting, like at the best of times. I detest it. Kel doesn't like it, but she can put up with it a lot more than me. But we painted from like everywhere. Everywhere's all white. We did it all ourselves, and that included, once the plastering was done, sanding. We kind of filled anything that needed filling. We done a mist coat, then we did 2 coats of white everywhere. Gone for a bit of paint here, I'm telling you that now. But we did it, and even though you hate painting and the thought of doing painting is like the dread, what we've been having to do is wait. We can't get in the house when the builder's here, so we've been having to like have all day doing other jobs and bits and bobs that we can do. And then literally as soon as he's gone at 4 or 5 o'clock, we have to come in and then start painting through the night. And the reason, and you might think, why didn't you just leave the painting? The reason we had to do it is so our electrician could come back and get the sockets on and everything like that. I think I mentioned before that he's quite OCD, didn't like paint on his sockets. That is still the case, obviously. So that's why we haven't got any sockets in this room. But he's coming in a couple of days to get the living room and dining room done. So we should be pretty much all gone, I wish. We'll be pretty much all done in this room, and then we can put the TV and everything up. So let me know your thoughts from this view. So this area is going to be a little dining snug sort of area, and then over there the main TV on this wall, sofa, and then the fireplace. Hope we'll probably eventually get a little armchair to go near the fireplace and stuff like that. But I'm now going to take you into the kitchen. What I can say is we reused, so we got the tiles all through the kitchen. Those are what we had some left over, so we went for them in the fireplace, and I actually think it looks really effective. Once our log burner comes and that's all connected, that'll look great. So, kitchen. It's still a bit all over the place. This is what Kel means by the kitchen island. Which, how spoiled do we sound that our kitchen island is actually a Samsung TV? There's a sofa in the corner. We've got our oven and hob. And as you can see, Kel has already whipped us up. Let's see what's in there. Oh, we've got a nice chilli tonight. Thanks for that one, babes. So yeah, it's hard to explain. It looks stunning to us anyway, but it's just a tip. Now, let us know what you think. I'll show you from another angle. So this is coming in from the back hallway. There's I think I said before, we're getting a kind of unit made. So we've got the dishwasher in there, and then butler sink. Potentially could be a Belfast sink. I'm really not sure. It's because we've got some guests moving in. Oh, they're not guests, bless them, they're our darlings. One thing that I wanted to do, which I've said a few times in these videos, is that that window there is where the sink used to be. We've moved the water intake round. Oh, talking of water, can I just say, the water pipe's fixed. We've had a quick fix. I'll probably get round to showing you in a bit. Quick fix is done. No problems with the water. We are looking to get the whole pipe replaced though, just due to the age of the property. And the last thing we want is to fill everything back in the trench and the hole, and then the patio's got to be dug up, and it's all got to be dug up again to put the new pipe in. So we're getting that done, but it's working at the moment. We don't need to worry about that to get into the house. This is why I wanted the sink here. It's that view. Not of the washing line, obviously. Look at that grass. Stunning, isn't it? I've been mowing that for about 6 hours today. Right, so hallway, again, no skirtings, they're being done tomorrow. So the flooring follows through. And you've got the back door there. And then this is the back hallway. We've put a little hat rack in the all up. So that stuff's not going to stay there, by the way. It's just we haven't got anywhere to put it at the moment. So we're imagining under that hat rack maybe a little bunket or something like that, just some extra storage. Everything looks so much better because it still feels like building site to me because there's no skirtings on. As soon as the skirtings get whacked on, it feels great. But bathroom, tiles following through. Let me get the lights on here. It looks a bit nicer with the lights. Can you remember what this was like? I'm sorry, but can you remember my train spotting toilet? That's all gone. The boiler cupboard is still not my fave thing. So that is going to be painted, possibly black or dark blue. See what I mean about building sites, because there's no architrave and it just don't feel right. But the architrave's going on tomorrow. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how the bathrooms come out. I've got our little niches in there. I showed my mum when we first had the bathroom done. She was like, oh, bless you, you haven't had a chance to clean your tiles yet then. It's actually part of the design. It's like a rustic look, as you can see. Wasn't entirely the reaction I was going for, but we move. Right, let's turn that light off. Still a novelty, turning lights off. I'm just going to show you a bit of the grass because I'm just so chuffed a bit. Look at that. So those of you that have watched the last few videos, you will know how much work we put into that grass. Raked it all, that big bit of lawn. Hand thrown, is that a word? Hand thrown? All the grass seed. So I'm pretty buzzing with that. It's coming up really well. It just shows, obviously we're on farmland essentially, so it's so fertile. It's not even, I don't know, it must be about 4 weeks. That's taken 4 or 5 weeks for that to come up. So pretty impressed with that. Downstairs, now I know that I keep saying about the building site, but those of you that have lived like this, and I'm sure many of you watching have renovated and done DIY, the horrible thing is every time you walk and put your foot down, you're in some sort of dirt. So no shoes have been allowed upstairs. I don't know how long that will last, but at the moment, because everywhere you go, you're getting mud or dirt or grass or something like that. Typical state of affairs right now. Got the Robies charging up for whatever we need to do. And then, oh, Jesus Christ. Scared the life out of me there, Kenneth. Yeah, this room's pretty cool as well. So actually, let me go back because this bit was really cool. So do you remember we had the 3 bedrooms? All of them a bit mank, but now they're all pretty good. Messy, full up, we ain't got a clue where anything is, and also it's like a heat wave. I'm sweating, I'm in joggers because I don't know where any shorts are. I've been out in the sun all day, I don't know where my cap is. And then we tried to make dinner and we didn't have a tin opener. So that's how we're living at the minute, and that can get a bit, it can start to grate a little bit, if you know what I mean. Right, so let me just show you that again. So we took out that top bit. So then that pushed back the opening to what is going to be our office. So we've still got a decent space, but I want to show you here, this is where we put the toilet in. Now, I'm really pleased with this room. Still needs skirting boards painted. Still needs floor swept. Again, you can see the tiles that keep cropping up. Now, the only thing about this is the electrician has still got to put the extractor in that hole. So, Kel had a guest in there with her last night, didn't you, Kel? A nice big furry spider. Let me put the lights on again. So yeah, it's perfect for what we need. Probably one of the best decisions we made on the house actually was to get an upstairs toilet put in. So, and then we go through. This is the office. Same carpet all throughout upstairs. It's that view again. It's lovely sitting out here. But we've got perfect for what we need. So you can see there's stuff everywhere. There's a cat biscuit tin. There's a towel from this morning where we've had showers, laptop, bag of tools. And then we'll go into our room. Do you want to show us around this room, Kel?
No.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. So, yeah, stuff is everywhere, and I'm not lying. We've got a pot of jewellery there next to a box of Feliway, so that's how we're living at the moment. But anyway, look. Carpets, skirtings, painted, TV up on the wall. We haven't got anywhere for clothes yet because we haven't got a wardrobe or anything like that. We're not sure entirely what we're going to do there. But everything is livable. We're just, you know when you first move into somewhere, we're like that. We don't know where anywhere is. Let me show you in this cupboard. So that's probably going to be used as like storage for extra clothes, and that goes up quite high in there. So yeah, everything we need, and this was one of the first rooms to be done. So this was essentially a little safe space for us. But it's still, like I say, it's getting a bit boring now that you can't find nothing. This is the piece de resistance. So this is the spare room. Not much spare room in there. It's just stuff. Properly stuff everywhere. But it's all painted, it's all skirtinged. We've got radiators to go upstairs still, that the electrician's doing for us, but it's like, that's how we're doing food at the minute. Just what can we find in the top of the carrier bag? Oh, let's have that for dinner. But that's where we are. I wanted to show you what we've done, how we've got to this point. You've seen all our videos previously. It is properly full on, and like I said earlier in this video, the big push is to get everything nice and sweet, because the girls, Fizz and Pickle, they're coming. We're going to pick them up tomorrow night. Well, we're going back to Essex tomorrow night. We'll be staying overnight, and then we've got a couple of appointments Thursday morning, and then we will be bringing the girls back. Now, for a few reasons, that's quite stressful. I think I've said before, the girls are elderly. They're 15 next year. They are our babies, but they've really been looked after at my mum and dad, so thanks mum and dad again for that. We can't thank you enough. We've been kind of living at my mum's essentially. Well, we moved into my mum's September last year, so about 6-7 months ago, and the girls are only just starting to settle there and be comfortable. And it's probably going to take longer here because it's all new, there's new smells. I know that they're going to be happy just because they're with us, but obviously, 1, there's a heat wave at the minute. 2, they've got to do a 3-hour journey in a car, which they hate even going to the vets, and that's a half-hour trip. So I'm actually really nervous about that. And then we kind of tried to plan everything. So our builder wasn't meant to be here this week, but you know how everything goes. Everything's overrun. So he's not going to be finishing until tomorrow night. And once he finishes, we've got to try and clear up and get into some sort of order as best we can. And then we've got the 3-hour drive back to Essex, so that's going to be a late drive. But we can't keep putting it off. The girls, they're ours, they're our responsibility. We love them, we miss them, we want them with us, so we've just got to do it. But what we thought, right, that's the saving grace then, that'll be great. They're going to be stressed on the journey, but we'll get them into the house. Then there's no one here for a few days. We'll have the weekend. We can just take our time slowly, get them used to the house, just spend time with them, potter around and get bits done indoors that we need. And now, I shouldn't moan because we need it done, but then the electrician's coming back Friday and Monday and Tuesday. So it's like we've got to get the girls here, then we'll have to put them in a room. One of us will have to stay with them all day, basically. We'll probably do that in shifts. Just because they're really quite skittish. Well, one of them even more so, but like they're scared of anyone. But we're hoping that now we're going to be kind of continuing this new lifestyle and this new journey that we're on, about like alternative living, self-sufficiency, preparedness, and we're in our own space now. You're going to get to see a lot more of the girls, so they're going to start to make more of an appearance. I will give an update on the next video of how they're settling in and kind of show you a bit of what they're up to. But for now, that is where we're at. It's stressful still. I always feel like I'm saying to Kel, we're always saying to each other, just the next couple of days. We just got to get through the next couple of days. We just got to get through the next couple of days. And that has really been the last 8 to 10 weeks. I think I said on the last video that we just haven't had any downtime, and we really haven't. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting the girls here. And this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it will just be, like, we haven't had a chance to just get up and see what we've got. Stuff's in crates, just potter around, because there's always like trades here. There's always someone doing something. You've always got to get up, ready, greet them, show them what's got to be done for the day. So it's been pretty full on, but I think this weekend we should manage to take it a bit easier at least. Well, we should make that a priority actually, because we're both absolutely shattered. So that's where we're at the minute. I will be continuing to update. We've obviously still got stuff that we want to do in the house. We've got stuff we want to do in the garden. We've still got our log burner that's going to arrive. We've still got bits and bobs that we want to do. We want to start doing some more cooking. Obviously, the garden is going to be a massive, massive project. So keep following along. We appreciate all the engagement so far. We feel that we've got a lot of exciting stuff to come. This is not doom and gloom. I know that I should be really happy and everything like that. I really am. I'm just absolutely shattered. So it's all good. Good vibes. We're in the house. We're getting stuff done. It's just not 100% perfect, but that's life, isn't it? So we'll be absolutely fine. And again, if you want any more kind of, well, actually I haven't been that great at updating, so ignore me, but we've got our Instagram page at Wild Heart Hustle. Put a few reels and stories and stuff up there and what we're up to. But we appreciate all the love for this channel and keep following along. It's going to evolve. I think I said that a couple of weeks ago, or even on the last video. It's really going to evolve into past the renovation and into what our life is going to become, because we have absolutely no idea. So join us along for the ride, and who knows where we'll end up. I think I always say that, who knows what's going to happen. We just know that we've made the right decision to move to this area. We love being with each other. We love spending time with each other. We want to get our girls here, and then we can really start thinking of what life is outside of a renovation, because we haven't been able to think about anything else, quite frankly. It's just been one day to the next. What's got to be done today? What have we got to do today? Like, literally, I'll speak to you now. Before I have dinner, we've got to get in the loft. We've got to sort out some cat litter ready for the girls. We've got to put tools away. And it's already like 7 o'clock. So it's going to be another late night sorting things out. And then we've got Simon here first thing, finishing off with skirtings and architraves. Then we will be on our way back to Essex to pick the girls up. And then we'll be back ready to start a new life and ready to start sharing all that entails. So thanks again, hustlers. Appreciate all the love, and we will catch you on the next video. See you soon.